Well, I'm going to wish you a happy new year to start this interview, but although we're recording this in November, we're going to put it out in 2021, but it's not our traditional New Year, Jay, is it? And I should point out, this is a very special edition of stamps that you developed here for the Manx Post Office.
That's right, yeah. Chinese New Year.
When is that?
This year it's on the 12th of February, I believe,
right.
But I think it changes every year.
Does,
but I think I'm
lunar,
I'm right.
Isn't it?
It's the lunar year, yeah.
So, what a gig! I mean, this is something quite different, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have done a set of stamps before.
Yeah.
I did a set, I think it's 2018, I can't remember now.
What did you do?
Manx folk traditions.
Oh, right.
Which was amazing because, as you know, I live away, and it's very nice to sort of connect with the Isle of Man, and especially with the Manx folk traditions. I really enjoyed doing that set, and it's really amazing to be invited back to celebrate a different tradition.
Hence, we're recording this in November to get before you go in your bubble, wherever it'll have to be.
That's right. Yeah, I'm back to my bubble next week.
Okay. Should we take now? First of all, what is interesting is, and these obviously the mock-up's bigger, but the triangular. I've never. Is that a first season?
It is a first.
Is it?
Yeah, for a British postal administration.
Yeah.
It's so it's an historic sort of stamp issue. It's the first time. I mean, there have been other triangular stamps, and traditionally, I think it was a device used. The triangle was a device used to separate it from English stamps. I think the first ones were in the Cape of Good Hope.
Yeah.
And it was to separate the English stamps from their stamps. So, but yeah, for a British postal administration, it's an historic occasion.
So, I mean, was that part of the setup that you were told they're going to be triangular? Was that part of you, or how did it work?
Yeah, I was approached by Paul Ford and the Isle of Man Post Office, and they suggested it be a triangle.
Oh, right.
And immediately I was like, yes, because I knew it would be a really hard challenge. Like trying to design anything into a triangular shape is difficult, but the novelty of it as well. For me, it was one of those that inspired me straight away.
It's the year of the ox. Now,
yes,
you
right.
swap. I'll take those. You take this.
Yep.
And do you want to take us through each one?
Let's go through these. Yeah.
And tell us the reasonings behind what you've picked. Okay. So this is the 62p one.
62p. So this one, essentially the ox.
Yeah.
There's a lot of compatible animals. Obviously, the zodiac has different animals for different years, and one of the compatible animals is a rooster. And I thought for one of the stamps, I wanted to sort of reflect the compatibility, and to draw another animal, just to introduce a different colour and a different shape into the stamps, and that was a nice opportunity.
The Chinese writing is saying Happy New Year or something, is it?
No, this one just means ox, and this one means rooster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I've varied them on the other stamps.
Right. Swap you over. Take the next one.
Sure, that one.
Yep.
Yeah, and this apparently, we're informed by Richard West, who's done all our writing. It's quite unusual as well because the apex is at the bottom.
Yeah.
And that's highly unusual for a triangular stamp. And this one again, this means ox, and this one means strength. So one of the characteristics of ox people is their strength.
Got it.
So that was based on that, and I felt I wanted to do that with the triangle. So
if you ever need to use a £3 22p stamp,
exactly,
that's the one you want.
And you can send all your good wishes to China.
Yeah. Right.
With an appropriate stamp.
Again.
Sure.
Take that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this one relates to the mythology about the animals in the zodiac. So there's a story whereby the animals are trying to get to the emperor, to his palace presumably, and the ox is carrying the RAT, and then
Glad you said that.
Yeah, have to.
Good old man.
Yeah. And then on the way, the ox is carrying the RAT.
Yeah.
And then, just as they're getting over the finish line, the RAT jumps over the finish line to become the first animal in the zodiac. So they all fall in the order in which they got to the palace.
A lot of research before you did all this. And the final one?
Sure. This one, again, is similar to the ox facing up. It's just a characteristic. Again, this means ox. This means tranquil or calm in in the kanjis.
Great thing to have on your CV, isn't it? Doing stamps like this. I mean,
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way I described it was for an illustrator or a designer. For me, it's similar to an athlete going to the Olympic Games, I think, and competing for your country in the Olympic Games. Being able to design and illustrate for a stamp, it just has that feeling for me, and I feel really proud. And it's amazing that I'm able to, living away for so long, I'm able to do things for the Isle of Man and reconnect with where I'm from, where I live, what I'm passionate about. And for my family to be able to use these things as well is absolutely amazing for me.
And what else do you do? I mean, you got websites and you illustrate things and people can find out more about you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can find me on www.jcover.com. And that's basically a portfolio. It's got a lot of different sort of projects I've worked on over the years. There's some animations, do a lot of promotional material for people, books. I did a book for Oz Clarke recently for he does a series about English wine, and I've been doing all these caricatures of Oz Clarke for that. Egg boxes for Norway, big. Yeah, it's quite varied, the work I do.
Must when you get the phone call, you must go, really?
Yeah, it really is.
Okay,
yeah.
well, congratulations on this, and look out for those in the new year. Obviously, the Chinese New Year roundabout there, and available from the Isle of Man Post Office website, and you can get all the details there. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.